Talk Radio.
A sunset, like any great melting, heats a vibrant fire that blends wounded parts together in a magic show that transforms, reminds you of a past where the sunrise woke your senses with rays and flares. You realize In Between is a powerful social theater production that sent you through a powerful roller coaster journey, packed with friends, family, and strangers not so strange anymore. There, knowing, soon comes the answers from above, an open sky of wisdom of those who came before, those that cheered you on from the future, a moon that lights your eyes, knowing a rock is near by keeping you company. Then a falling star, a dream worth claiming, appreciating and making your own. Like anything, it's gone that fast, but you know you got it, and the celebration just might be a slumber away. Maybe, just maybe, the people dancing in your mind aren't that far away.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Speaking Poorly. My name's Anthony Potter. I'm your host. I'm talking with our guest today, Roussan Joshua Collins, a pastor from Anaheim, about his homeless ministry. Are you there, Joshua? Pastor Collins, are you there?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, here.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So, welcome to the Speaking Poorly. He shows on blogtalkradio.com, and thank you for all your patience and everything. It's really, as I always tell people, proselytization is more about actions when you're trying to reach out to people, and that those hands become your words. So thank you again.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to talk with you.
Yeah, and I've been looking for this for a long time, and we've been talking and everything and working together. I'm glad that we finally got a project started where we can do more together and have a chance to speak.
Yeah, amen. Sounds great. Definitely.
Yeah, so tell me this. How did you start your homeless ministry?
Well, I was actually, in 2002, called to live on the streets with the homeless, and I started traveling from Spokane, Washington, and I went to Seattle for about 3 years. I was homeless there, and then I spent some time in Olympia, then L.A., then Venice Beach, and then when I got to Las Vegas, that I really experienced a lot of that persecution, that oftentimes comes with being homeless there. It was a lot worse there than anywhere I'd ever been. And that's when I began activism work, going to City Hall and trying to bring change. I started meeting other activists there. And so I was there for years, doing a lot of peaceful protests, a lot of arrests, fighting a lot of cases. I fought over 30 cases in Las Vegas, a lot of jail time. Just for sleeping outside, I would be fighting cases over stuff like that, as well as street preaching, getting arrested for that. So that's kind of where it all started. And then when I got to Anaheim, I saw the same things were happening. So I just jumped right back into activism here. And so I've been doing that for about, I think 4 years now since I've been here. So.
Awesome. Tell me this. You and Lou Noble are good friends. You got a very interesting relationship. You guys back each other up like you were born connected to each other. How did that relationship start?
Yeah, it's great to see how Lou's really come to help. I started the activism work, first in Anaheim, and just started posting stuff on Facebook and YouTube and everything. And eventually Lou connected with me, I think it was through Facebook. And he actually met me over in Maxwell Park where I was spending a lot of time. And from there, we just built a relationship and have been working together pretty much ever since. So, it's amazing how God's kept him healthy and well, too, and able to take me to all the different meetings, because without him, I couldn't be making it to a lot of the meetings. At City Hall, I don't have a car. So it really has helped me to get to where I can be speaking, and meeting a lot of other people. So, God, in a way, is always, connecting us and and helping us to do His work. So I'm thankful to God for that.
Nice. That's definitely something we got to be thankful for, and God definitely works in mysterious ways.
Amen.
And part of the whole thing about faith is we are asked to believe in something unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Energy, in a lot of ways, is unseen, but it's felt, and that's part of that presence. You look at a lot of things with science, it starts to point that way. We don't really got a grasp on everything in math and science, so with a lot of us, there's still questions out there, and we're just asked to take a look at what we believe and act on it.
That's right.
And part of what we're doing as activists is we see what's missing, we see what's needed, and we provide that solution.
Yeah, that's right.
Part of what you've done is you got this thing called the Anaheim Homeless Hotline. Tell us about that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's kind of the just group of people in Anaheim, and actually other cities too. But we're just trying to keep each other posted regarding what's happening at the different parks, and how the police are treating the homeless. Also, just any ideas as far as how we can bring change. Keeping each other posted on different meetings and things like that. So it's just a way for us to all stay connected and keeping each other, on the right page and the same page, I guess you could say, as far as what we need to do and what's going on and all that.
So if someone wanted to, the Anaheim Homeless Hotline is a really great idea and something that we could probably start in any city across the country. Do you know how we would go about that?
Well, yeah, I think what's important for that is that you just have to make sure that you have people connected on Facebook. You could do it that way, or even probably on a phone. You could do it. You could have like some kind of texting where you're texting a group of people. But whoever wants to be on the hotline can be in part of that group, and then you just keep texting each other. Regarding what's happening, regarding police, it helps. Of course, it's helpful to have someone that's homeless as part of the hotline to help keep posted on from the ground view what's happening down there. So, that really helps, of course. And then you connect them with everyone else, and that's kind of what we try to do is just get the homeless people and what's happening to them connected with people that aren't homeless but that can help with the homeless issues and all that. So yeah, just a way to network, keep people posted and help us work together a little more effectively. That's the hope.
And how when it comes to the homeless, in a lot of ways, it's like I always tell people about what I call economic apartheid.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of what I'm talking about is when it comes to property, many of us might have a lot of walls. We might have a big house, a little house, but it provides privacy. And then we see someone that's on the streets and they're pushing a cart, they're lugging a backpack, they're carrying multiple different bags. And when they stay in one place, like if they go to a library or they go on a bus, it seems like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a smaller area and you can see it. But we don't take into account how much stuff we actually have and store. When you're homeless, you don't have storage.
Yeah.
And so we start creating laws specifically targeting how much property you can have. And when you don't have the ability to buy, sell, or trade to collect more property, that keeps you from taking a part in a bigger economic situation.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you, like here in Tucson, you can have a backpack, a water bottle, and a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do you, part of what we talk about is how do you move forward or get anywhere if we make laws stating that a certain demographic can't acquire property?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, really I think we need to move in the direction of making housing a right for all. That's kind of what I see is that when we say, well, we have the right to deny people some of the basic needs, right? We have the right to deny you basically the right to live, right? Because, you have to have somewhere to lay your head down at night to live. And they're saying, well, we have the right to deny you the right to live because you don't have enough money to live. You shouldn't have to even have money just to exist. I don't see God saying you have to have money to exist. I think that there's enough for everybody on the earth, and we need to share. And sometimes these greedy people, they have more property and things than a lot of other people. They still want to deny people things and even take things, the few things that people have. It's ridiculous. So, to deny people the right to have a place to lay their head, to deny them their basic property rights, which is, of course, a violation of the Fourth Amendment. It's treason against the Constitution. These people that do these things belong in jail. They belong in prison. They're no different than any common day thief. So same with the people that arrested me and Lou for filming the police. It's the same. They're kidnappers and thieves and liars and everything else, and they belong in jail. It's like when these people pass these laws to deny the right to live and to survive for poor people, it's an atrocity. Really, it's a tyranny.
And what have you seen as far as what the people on the street would call it spanking? The people elsewhere would call it panhandling. We're creating laws where a person merely can't ask for help. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another, they say it's the golden rule. The one that has the gold makes the rules. Some of these rich people pass these laws because they don't like to see a beggar. They don't like to see poor people on the street. They don't want to be around poor people. They don't want to see tents anywhere or sleeping bags anywhere because they have a house, somewhere to sleep, and they could care less really about the poor people that don't have what they have. And it's like discrimination. They're passing laws to be discriminated. It's no different than the Jim Crow laws when they're trying to say the African American people can't be, in this part of town or that part of town. They have to have their white. There's the white drinking fountain and the black drinking fountain, and the white and black schools, and it's no different really. It's just another type of bigotry where they're trying to pass laws to deny people the basic rights to live and to survive just like they live and survive. But, they want you to feel like, well, if you don't have enough money, you don't have the right to live. And this is the thing, to me, you shouldn't have to have any money to be president of the United States. A lot of people get a lot of money doing corrupt things, and then they become president, or they're able to, get funding from corrupt people to become president. They have all this money to become president. Why do you need money to become president? Does that make you righteous because you have a lot of money and you can do this campaigning and all that? And the same with all the other, not just the president, but the different, political positions. I mean, that's what's so corrupt about America now is just you shouldn't have to have all this money, because there's a lot of people that don't have money that are much more righteous that could never be president because of the way the system's set up.
Like any great melting heats a vibrant fire
Well,
that burns wounded. A sunset. Like any great melting heats a vibrant fire that blends wounded parts together in a magic show that transforms.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. It's acting up. Looks like we're out of time today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it kind of unstreamed us, but we'll definitely get back together
Okay.
and do the. Let's do this again. And part of what I want to do with this show is make it a regular thing. And part of this whole project with Homeless News Now is all of us are going to work together across the country. And we're going to get it. It's like I'm going to start mentoring people at the library in journalistic skills and providing a place to do artwork and then talking to people and getting them involved with the blogging. So we have the blogging aspect. We got Homeless News Now, which all the activists in all the grassroots project working with the homeless can promote their stuff on there. And then I'll also be putting it on homelessnewsnow.com. And so this becomes a media company for the homeless, by the homeless, with the activists, all promoting their own media collective.
Good. Sounds good.
And so soon as I get all the kinks worked out for this, I'm going to send it to you and a lot of other people in a big pamphlet to where we all get this, we all just blow this up across the country.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then if you think about this, no matter who people elect as president, this is going to be that big, easy, a fundable model that creates a solution.
Yeah. Yep, regardless, we can always work for change. Yep, that's right.
And so it's like we got one aspect where we're showing what's wrong with everything, and then the other arm where we're promoting the solution, which becomes the game changer.
Yep, that's right. Amen. So are you able to, I guess, store that radio talk we just did somewhere so people can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, if you can get the link sent to me, then I can share it. So that'd be good.
All right, definitely will do, and I'll get it all filmed up and everything.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, stay in touch, Anthony.
All right, will do.
We're praying for you.
All right, praying for you too. Bless you, brother.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bye.
Take care. God bless.
A sunset, like any great melting, heats a vibrant fire that blends wounded parts together in a magic show that transforms, reminds you of a past where the sunrise